Alright, folks, good evening and welcome to Speed Gaming 2. This is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament Qualifiers. I'm Cyberbeam Bull 9, alongside me is Frico. Today's runners, we got a 5-pack. Our 4 restream runners includes Rebel Star, Matt Philly, Kami Senin, Ren Hero, and we also have Mad Ewok Herd in the race room as well. I don't know if we'll get him on stream or not at some point. But today's flag set for our qualifier is any percent hidden stages. So what does that mean? Well, you know how in Mega Man, you generally have an idea where your robot masters are? Well, we're not going to know where they are until we select them.
Yeah, this is actually going to be fairly similar to last year's tournament structure, except that the only difference is we will see zips in this particular qualifier race. So one very important difference from our tournament last year is that the zips were disallowed in the tournament, but this qualifier will allow them. So we should see slightly faster times with the zips being part of the runner strategy.
Yes. One fun note to note is one of our restream runners, Kami Senin, is our local Buster only master. So you won't see him switch weapons. He'll be primarily using the Buster at all times unless he's forced to use a different weapon. And he found one of the whammies in Crashman stage, and off we go.
Yeah, it looks like Ren Hero and Krebel Star finding stages that they're okay with. Ren Hero winning the big award, finding Flashman stage. Krebel Star content with Bubbleman stage. Matt Philly, I think he's found pretty much every stage that you don't want to find at the start, and it looks like he's going to settle on Airman.
Meanwhile, Kami Senin was trying to go for the Buster-only zip that you can do that was discovered recently in Crashman stage, but he's opting just to go for it now.
Oh, those Lagphibians might have put a damper on that strategy.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a damper, but he's going to go... But fortunately, with the Lightning Lord set, he is going to go up Crashman normal-like. But he's going to take a bit of damage along the way with those Lightning Lords in the way.
Well, he's got to... Oh, there we go. That... I was going to say that was going to help Kamasenin, but that power-up would have meant he needed to wait to catch the elevator. So, another power-up showing up. So... Good fortune for Kamasenin as we see Ren Hero get to our first boss, which is Woodman.
Kami definitely wanted to do something tricky there, it looked like, with that cloud, but sorry, just gonna have to ride the elevator like normal. But he is now at the halfway point. Meanwhile, we got double Robot Masters action with Quickman going on Purple Star screen in Bubbleman's room. But Ren Hero taking a death to Woodman. That's always a hard place to fight Woodman in Flashman stage.
Trapped underneath Woodman on the first jump, and one thing that you learn very quickly is that you do not want to get bodied. He does a ton of damage to you.
So, just a quick note, just to catch up our viewers who are visiting us the first time. We've actually had 3 other qualifiers already for this tournament, and it looks like Kami Sen's going to grab the energy pellet and use a zip here, right on the ladder, to go to the right side, just like that. But yeah, we've had...
Yeah, good strategy by Kamasenin.
So, like I was saying, we've actually had 3 other qualifiers already, and those that have qualified are Charlie Boy, Casual Tom, and yours...
Casual Tom, and I think you might know the last qualifier.
He's some kind of weirdo. I think he's on comms today.
And it's definitely not me.
Oof. Kami-san's like, wait, maybe I should.
I have yet to be convinced to put my money where my mouth is when it comes to actually, competitively playing Mega Man 2.
Looks like Kami-san didn't decide not to get bodied by Airman, but takes him down on the same. He was also Buster Soft, which is always something nice to see. Picking up the E-Tank now. He's now in Metal Man stage. Crubble Star with item 2 from his first stage, which was Bubble.
Bubble Man, yeah. Ren Hero finishing Flashman stage. Kamisenin finishing Crashman stage. Matt finishing...
I believe he was an Airman stage, so I'm going to mark
Correct,
that.
that is Airman stage, yes.
I don't know if he got an item or not, but with 4 players and doing comms and tracking, bit of a challenge.
Oh, we'll see soon enough if Matt Philly goes to his second page. We definitely know Crubble Star 2.
Meanwhile, Ren Hero has Heatman on the Metal Man room belt. Looks like he's Buster Soft too, but down he goes. So that's good to see. 2 of our more annoying bosses being Buster Soft. Meanwhile, Matt Philly is now taking on. Ren Hero is now on Airman stage. Ooh! Crubble Star taking the air shooter right in the face from Airman. Hate to see it.
Oh, Kamisenin kind of get a unfortunate bit of luck finding Heatman, although he's able to deal with him. Might be just unfortunate that Kamisenin only uses the Buster, so gonna have to go the full cycles on Heatman, which is either 7 or 14, depending on how much damage is taken. Go back to a point that you brought up previously, when you said that one of the Robot Masters were soft weak to the Buster. That means 4 enemies that take 4 damage and 4 that take 2 damage out of the 8 initial Robot Masters.
Yep. So right now, from what we know, two of our more annoying Robot Masters with Airman and Heatman are Buster Soft, and we always love to see that. Kami-san going for the Buster only zip in Bubble Man stage. It's the only zip that I know how to do. And he got it.
Well, we got to start somewhere. And it looks like Kamisenin choosing not to take the zip. I guess with this new version coming out, it's not...
He got it.
Oh, he did get it. Okay.
He
I thought he was earlier in the stage. I looked around, and by the time I realized where Kamisenin was, I'm like, wait, he's at the beginning. No, he's not. Whoops. Minor details, don't mind me.
Alright, Ren Hero took down their 3rd Robot Master, and I forgot where they were in Flashman stage. Oh, wait. It was Airman, I think. I don't know. I lost track, because I was paying attention to Kami-san.
Oh. Yeah, it's a little rough to keep track of 4 runners. That much is certain. Crepstar about to finish off Metal Man's stage. No, that's not Metal Man, that's Crash Man.
Quackman, that's the official stage name, don't question it. Speaking of which, he also did Crash Man stage.
Kamisenin finishing off his 3rd stage, picking up item 2.
So chat saying that Airman stage actually had item 1 in it.
Well, it looks like Matt Philly going to set up his zip, and he gets it in Bubble Man stage.
Ooh, Crubble Star getting pushed off in Airman stage. Gonna have to start at the beginning again by the Jester enemies.
Oh, the gear jesters. Yeah, they can be a problematic item set with the ambush areas in the clouds. You got to be very, very careful when you jump in the airman stage. Just about anything can be waiting in that area for you to knock you backward if you're not careful. Definitely one of the more treacherous stages that are on the menu. And it looks like Kama-Senin picking up the E-Tank at the end of Quickman stage.
Meanwhile, Ren Hero take on Crashman and Woodman's room, finding an excellent weakness with air.
Yeah, this is going to be something that Ren Hero might be able to use, and item 3 as well, as a little bonus gift.
Yep, so we actually know where all our items have an idea where all our items are. Whether or not we remember it, that's another question.
So one thing to point out is that we do have one runner off stream, but right now it looks like we have a little bit of a mini race between Kama-Senin and Ren Hero developing, as it looks like Krebelstar and Matt Philly are a little bit further behind. It's kind of a flawed metric because I'm going by how many stages have been completed.
Yeah. Well, you know, don't mind the tracker. All I'm going to say is just maybe a little behind trying to catch up and keep track of everything.
Well, you kind of make an educated guess as to what you see, and I always go, okay, I see Dr. Wily. I know they've finished all 8 Robot Masters. Krebelstar going into his 5th stage.
Yeah, so all runners currently on stream are actually on their 5th stage. Kami-Sen getting bodied by the rabbits Heatman stage. Good. Oh, no!
Oh! I actually thought he was going to try to zip there, but unfortunately going the wrong way and depositing himself into the abyss.
He was trying to zip there, but he moved right as the block appeared and moved to the left and not actually zipped underneath it. So he missed his zip there. Ugh. Hate to see it right now. Randomizer Hero getting down the boss in Heatman's room.
So Kama-Senin, struggling with these Yoku blocks. Finding himself deposited into the abyss a second time. Oh no, a game over on top of it. Yeah, so that's going to set him back to the beginning of the stage.
Yeah, those rabbits are not playing friendly for Kami right now. What seemed like to be a very competitive match, Kami is definitely fallen behind here now.
Yeah, every little stumble, unfortunately, means that much more, as not only does Kama-Senin have to make up time against Ren Hero, but also Krebelstar, Matt Philly, or anyone else that happens to be running if Kama-Senin is to go into another qualifier after this one, presuming that, they do not win this one.
And when is our next qualifier?
Oh no, Kama-Senin zipping into the abyss again.
Yeah, these rabbits are making life miserable for Kami. Taking note, Matt Philly is on his 6th Robot Master stage and Woodman stage right now.
Yeah, it looks like Krebelstar's gotten into his 6th stage as well. Matt Philly using the time stopper to bypass the hot dogs spawning in the Woodman stage, and this time stopper seems to be pretty long-lasting.
It's definitely my preferred method. Meanwhile, Ren Hero deciding, hey, Leaf Shield works on Quick Man. I'm just going to stand here and let him run into it.
Ooh, so that's 2 weaknesses that Ren Hero's going to have available to him for the refights. And it looks like Krebelstar going to take a little pit stop and test the crash walls, finding a couple items not to be effective.
So far, yeah, nothing on page 1.
Well, at least he knows it's got to, narrow down the list of suspects later on as Kamasinen finally gets through his Heatman stage.
He's got ground. He's got ground to make up now.
Yeah, very much so. Unfortunately for him, every mistake that gets made is just magnified by the number of runners that you're up against. Unfortunately, this is a little bit of Talladega Nights here. If you're not first, you're last, and you've got to get in there for the next qualifier. After this, 4 qualifiers will remain.
Yep, we're gonna have a rerun of the first qualifier run, which was any percent with zips, any percent revealed. So we're gonna have a redo of that on Sunday night. Tomorrow we're gonna have another run of this of hidden any percent. That's gonna be at 3 p for, and hopefully it's meant to be for our more Euro friendly time for our viewers, and hopefully get some Euro runners in there too. So come join us tomorrow if you haven't signed up already. We still have 3 more qualifiers to go. And even if you don't want to,
yes.
Even if you don't want to do the qualifiers, okay, we're still doing a non-qualifier tournament. It's still good. That one though I believe is already set as I'm gonna have to look it up here. I believe that one's set as any percent easy. Not any percent easy. I think it's I'm going to look it up. I'm sorry. Give me a sec here.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, there is kind of the main bracket, as it were, which is what these qualifiers are meant to establish. It looks like Krebelstar trying to go for a Goodwood zip and not able to get his item 1 positioned properly. Oh, there we go. Looks like he got it there. As we saw Matt Philly using the item zip to get through part of the Heatman stage.
Anyway, so the non-qualifier is set as any percent easy with revealed stage names. So you can join that tournament.
Yeah, for those of you that might be interested in going, okay, hey, let's kind of a casual tournament, so to say, that option is available to anyone that may want to get an introduction to Mega Man 2's Randomizer in a competitive setting. The main tournament will need to be qualified for, and that's what we're doing right now with the 4th of 8 total qualifiers. There was a qualifier run initially. I believe there was some technical difficulty with that one, and it's been declared to be set on Sunday to make up for it.
Yep, that's going to be at Sunday at 8. So we're gonna run that one back. But tomorrow is pretty much this week's going to be with hidden stage names. Aside from that race, so to this race and tomorrow afternoon, we're gonna have
it'll be hidden stage names with zips allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Then Saturday and the first run on Sunday will be exactly like the tournament format of last year, with hidden stage names and zips not being allowed.
Yes, that's correct. I keep getting
and I'd have to look real quick to see what the format is for the makeup run, but we have Ren Hero confronting us. Is Dr. Wily the best eyebrows in gaming? So our first runner to make it through the 8 robots master stages.
So yeah, that makeup run is pretty much going to what our first qualifier was supposed to be, which was 100% revealed. But with that being,
all right. So,
but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we get to play a certain little game, and we got to be quick about this because Ren Hero is just flying through, not giving us any time. We got to guess the color of this dragon, and hopefully find a weakness for it.
All right, I am going to go with a yellow dragon, and as always, the bubble lead as my weakness of choice.
I think I'm gonna go with...
Oh, you go and rush me into a choice so you can have all the time to think for yourself. I see how it is.
I ain't got that much time. Well, I'm also pressing I'm also pressing the buttons on my end, trying to make sure I'm keeping track of that. But no, we're gonna go with my usual of Purple Grimace and Crash. Kami Senin hitting all the wrong buttons right now.
Oh yeah, just a bad day at the office for Kami Senin in this qualifier. A second game over. Fairly uncharacteristic of Kami Senin to see them struggle so much.
Meanwhile, Matt Philly will be the second of our runners to head into Wily's stages.
Yeah, almost a full 2 minutes behind at this point.
I have my mind set on zipless right now. I'm looking at Krebelstar. I was like, what is he doing? This is supposed to be zip. Oh, wait, zips are allowed.
Alright, so unfortunately I think we were both wrong. Oh, there goes the crash bomb. And it looks like the Metal Blade is one of our effective options for the dragon.
Yes. Now, for those who haven't seen the latest version of the randomizer, you may have noticed there, but there was no flashing on screen. Doing all the damage to the dragon and no flashing. So photosensitive eyes don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, definitely some quality of life upgrades. A lot of the power-ups now happen instantaneously instead of pausing the game, in a sense, to fill up the meter and then resume the game a second later.
Yes. For someone like... So, like, for instance, in my qualifier, I've been trying to minimize picking up E-tanks for once. The main reason of that is because in refights, just instantaneous pickup of health is like you don't have to waste too much time. There's really no time loss when you pick up that health.
Ooh, that's actually an interesting insight as to something that I didn't think of. Using the E-tank will kind of slow things down, although even though I would have considered that more of an optimal strategy.
Even though E-tank's also instantaneous, it's not going to slow you down, but you don't have to go out of your way to pick up more than you need.
All right, so it looks like Kami Senin has found his way into the Wily stages. So what looks to be about 4 minutes behind Ren Hero as a baseline, Matt Philly gonna confront the dragon. We'll see if he settles on the Metal Blade or finds our second mystery weakness for the dragon. Krebelstar hot on the heels of Kami Senin, only about 30 seconds behind.
Well, he's on page 1, so you may get your bubble.
Nope, it's air shooter.
Yeah, I'd probably go with metal in this case. That's the better weakness. Yeah. If the two shots weren't lagging behind and in front, that would be fantastic. Considering the dragon has no iframes.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 air shooter shots went almost straight up. The other one had a good bit of arc to it. It is the randomizer, so properties of the weapons surprisingly are randomized.
Oh, Ren Hero.
Oh, finding the leaf shield right at the end could have lazy leafed his way through the Pico blocks.
Yeah. He used up all his heat. Hopefully he takes the time to refill that just in case, so it doesn't come back to bite him.
Well, he'll pick up at least one. We'll see if he picks up the other.
Yeah,
Yep,
again with these instantaneous fills, outside of going in one direction and the other, you're not losing too much time and having to sit there and wait for the whole thing to build up.
A little bit of an adjustment
as
to
opposed to what's
accounted
as opposed
for.
to what could probably be 10 seconds. It's like 2
seconds, but probably somewhere in the area of about 6 to 8 with the refill timing. I can see how it would feel like 10 seconds. You know, from a runner's perspective, where it's just like, come on, get. Of like the race car driver waiting to have his tires changed and, get back out onto the track.
Tommy taking.
It takes, 5 seconds, like 50.
Tommy taking down the dragon. Couple Star about to take down his dragon. We got Ren here on the tank. Definitely not the Metal Blade or the Crash Bomb. And it's Vanilla Quick. Meanwhile, Mad Philly also finding heat for Pico blocks. No one in their right mind is checking Leaf Shield first, which surprises me.
Well, I can see why they're going with the heat. They're just going, all right, it's the first weapon, let me try it.
Yeah. Well,
and they're gonna run out of energy, unfortunately. As we see Matt Philly with, I believe, 2 blocks left now, having to find a secondary item, and I think he'll end up on the Leaf Shield as the next effective item.
Or go hunting. He skipped right over it.
Oh, no.
He found Crash. So we know So, for those who don't know about the randomizer for Pico blocks, he has 3 weaknesses, and we found all 3.
Yes, we did. Unfortunately, the one that's the most effective is the one that didn't end up being used as often as you would think it should be. Kamisenin going to go with the Buster, but now he's got to audible away.
Yeah, this is more of something Kamisenin would do, actually. Because he's definitely not someone who wants to go weapon hunting, and he'll just go down the list.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of staying even with Matt Philly at about 30 seconds or so behind, but unfortunately, Ren Hero, unless we see something very surprising with any runner that's off stream, looks to be prohibitively ahead at this point. Rebel Star kind of catching up as he's into the fight and found the Crash Bomb as well.
Ren Hero's got to be careful. I think he's got E-Tanks. So never mind about that.
Well,
so he decided to damage boost his way through the tiki torches in the anxiety rooms, and usually that's not exactly recommended. Leaf Shield wasn't exactly the best choice either. It's taken 2. But Rebel Star does make it through faster than the other runners.
Well, we're seeing Ren Hero go fish, as it were. Does not know the Pico weakness, the Boo Beam turret weakness, nor the wall weakness.
Oh, I don't think we know.
And it looks like struggling a little bit. So Matt Philly might be able to catch up to a small extent here.
It wasn't bubble. Quick on the walls.
So Ren Hero just playing it safe, getting rid of all the walls, and gonna start hunting again. I don't think he noticed if any of the weapons he had. Oh, it's charged heat.
Yeah, it takes. Oh, so it did come back. Oh.
That is going to complicate things if the other runners don't get their charged or their heat shot charged back up, they won't be able to finish Wily 4.
Yeah. Kami did just go into the pit lane in Wily 4 here, though, and picked up some energy drops. Kerbal Star taking down the Guts tank, so Kami should be okay when it gets to Boo Beams. But he's going to be hunting for that quick boomerang, so that'll take him a bit.
Well, he's probably going to use a shot or two of that heat. And it looks like Kerbal Star, oh no.
Ooh, Kami doing the Buster only strat, where you kind of line Mega Man's middle part with the gaps in between so you don't fall through, but he found the magic pixel for the randomized invisible forwards there and landed in the spikes, so he's now trailing behind Kerbal Star.
Yeah, unfortunate for Kamasenin to find the one hole. I thought he was in the right spot. You can jump through that area without hitting the hole no matter where it is, but if you're off by just a little bit, unfortunately, we saw on Kamasenin's screen what happens, and Matt Philly taking the L in the anxiety room.
Yep.
Oh, as does Kerbal Star. Ouch.
Yeah.
So we've got Matt Philly, Kerbal Star, and Kamasenin all within seconds of each other at this point.
Right now, Ren Hero is in this driver's seat in this race.
Oh, absolutely. Lapping the field, as it were, to use my racing parlance. He is on his last Robot Master at this point. So the other runners definitely got some catching up to do, as they're probably 2 to 3 minutes behind and not much game left for Ren Hero to really experience any kind of a disaster.
Oh, it's not Buster Week!
Oh, wow. Gee, the way it's been going as of late, I almost figured it was just another Buster Week Wily machine.
Well, we
So,
do find a good weakness right now in the first part with the Metal Blade. And it looks like Ren Hero taking a bit of time to try and recharge one of the other weapons, but I think he should have gone back to that Metal Blade just to see if it was for 2, and it is! So Metal Blade for both parts of the machine. That's good to see.
oh, this may actually force Ren Hero to drop down to the left in Victory Road, although I never endorse doing such nonsense. Even with a lack of item energy, you can
He's
take the
foregoing
alien
it.
on with what you've got. If you find the weakness, take the loss, get the energy, and then finish it up.
He's foregoing it, though. Kami finding that heat for the Boo Beams, and he's out of it. I feel bad for Kami, because being our Buster-only runner when he gets to that machine right now.
Well, Ren Hero's at the alien at about 32 minutes in, so we should have our winner very shortly.
And it's heat.
Oh, Matt Philly, I think the wheels are just kind of falling off in the Wily 4 stage, although I think he'll be put out of his misery at this point. Ren Hero, if you could get the official time, I know what's showing on screen is unofficial.
Well,
it looks like 32 minutes, 15 seconds on his personal tracker.
Yep, our official time is 32:17, and according to SRL, it's actually a race PB for him. So, GG's there.
Well, good time for that personal best, as it looks like Ren Hero will join my fellow commentator Siberian Bull 9, Charlie Boy, and Casual Tom in the main bracket draw for the 2021 Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament.
I don't know if they. I don't know if those seeds are set, but with this being
one
being
one way or
huge.
another, we're going to have 8 people in that tournament.
Right.
And it looks like we have Ren here getting swapped out. We're going to have Midwalk Herd show up, but it looks like he may have forfeited.
I don't know if it forfeited or if the screen's paused.
No, he's still making a go of it. Might have been just a little bit of a transition issue. But
yeah.
Midwalk Herd looks like he's into his final stage as Bubble Man. So unfortunately, a little bit behind the other runners.
Yeah. I don't know if we're shuffling bracket, but I do want to take the time to mention that if the brackets are set, our winner of this qualifier, Ren Hero, would end up facing Charlie Boy in the first round. Speaking of which, hey, how's it going? Your mic may be muted.
Ren Hero did invade, but I'm not sure if he can hear us or
I can hear you.
We
can you hear me?
Cannot hear him.
I can hear him.
And now, yes, thank you.
How's it going?
I was actually going to ask you that very same question. It looks like a personal best from you for this particular category, and a pretty good time for it. Welcome to the main bracket.
Thank you. That's personal best straight up, regardless of category. I'm surprised I didn't choke. I was a bucket of nerves for the latter half of that run.
Well, you didn't choke, but I can say one of your opponents did. But not to downplay him, but still.
You did what you needed to do. It looked like a fairly clean run. I didn't see many mistakes, and, well, sometimes that's just enough where you keep yourself clean and let your opponents do all the mistake making, and, well, here you are, first across the line.
Yeah, other than death to... I've pretty much just executed and put everything together. Usually I've got a run that goes sideways because everything else is alright, so it's nice to see the one bad thing be fairly minimal in this case, and that I can get as good of a PB as I did here.
Well, I
and
think, in one regard, we're going to see a lot of PBs.
Kami's in trouble right now.
Everything being sped up.
Kami's in trouble right now, by the way.
Oh, very much so. I see a very big problem on Kamasenen's screen.
Yeah, he has no heat. It's like, oh right, Flash Stopper doesn't work.
Oh,
one day
he used Flash Stopper, so he's basically gonna. He should just run into the alien and die.
No, he's gonna check his metal. He's gonna check his crash, and now he realizes the problem.
Yeah, Kamasenen taking the L, and he's gonna have to drop down to the left. Your other left, Kamasenen. He's just gonna take a full-on game over here.
I guess he's got 0 lives. He's also he's also letting us know in SRL what he thinks.
Okay, so that might be a little bit of an FF from
he's not
Kamasenen, perhaps.
He's still going.
Okay, he is going to soldier his way through, but
yeah, it's what I thought. He didn't have any lives left, so he's like, take the game over, get the refill.
Okay, yeah. Pretty much half dozen one the other at that point for Kamasenen, but I mean, he definitely has to know that unfortunately, he's not going to be winning this one. Krebelstar and Ren Hero finishing.
By the way, for the record, Krebelstar does finish with a time of 36:18.
Thank you for that. All right, so back to you, Ren Hero. You've got a potential competitor here in that final bracket stage. So can we get a little bit of a hype reel here? How bad are you going to beat Siberian Bull when you face him in the first round of the bracket?
No, it's not me. It's Charlie Boy.
Well, it could be anybody at this point. We'll
true,
see what
that's true.
happens all the same.
I mean, I am Canadian. I am entitled to a modicum of decency. They'll have to send the janitors in after him. The floor will be that bad. No, I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Any race,
Got him off the floors with you. Sorry.
any race against Charlie or against anyone really.
Yeah.
It's all. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Gotta put the boots to you. Sorry. Sorry, I just watched that clip again this morning, so it's fresh in my mind.
That's all right. It's all in good fun. If we're not having fun, I mean, why join the tournament in the first place? So, for me, it's all about trying to encourage a little bit of good-natured fun between potential competitors. So,
speaking of our other competitors, Crumblestar and Kami-Sen are in here with us now.
There we go.
Oh, we're getting full-on invaded here, aren't we?
All right, finally got my audio issues working. I was not hearing anyone, but yeah, rough choices, rough run, and bad choices resumes my run here.
I couldn't help but marvel at the fact that everyone but you, Crumblestar, Kami, I can understand, ended up choosing Heat first for the Pico blocks, and then Heat coming back twice,
Right.
For the rest of the seed.
Yeah, that was rough. Like, just bad selection of stages at the beginning, and I don't know what happened in wood, but I got like really bad wood. That was not some good wood.
You did mess that up, and I was sad to see that.
Yeah, usually it's not something I really mess up often, but yeah, I guess it does happen once in a while. Yeah, GG's to Ren. He did a really good time on this run, man.
All right, well, Crumblestar, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How many more qualifiers do you think you're going to try to have a go at? Was this the last one? Or are we going to see more of you in the days to come when we hold more qualifiers?
Tomorrow will be impossible for me since I will be working, but this weekend I will give it another shot. I feel like I still have a chance, but I just have to make better choices and probably maybe practice.
Uh-oh.
Practice? What's that?
Yeah, Kami didn't do any of that.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Kami, do you have any words for rabbits right now?
Oh man, they suck. Those rabbits, they got me good, didn't they?
They did. I felt so bad. You were just trying to do one little zip under a Yoku block, and they just kept pushing you in.
And it almost worked the first try, but I guess I messed it up. Maybe I don't know if like the rabbit lag makes a difference or whatever. I felt like
I'm going to assume
but maybe
I'm going to assume it did.
I'm going to assume it did too, because didn't get the zip, got pushed off, and then after all those deaths, when I was finally getting it, I got pushed into the first Yoku and zipped right into the pit. Adding insult to injury. That plus walking into that Wily fight without the weapon at all and having to get game over, and then I don't know if you guys heard my audio. There was all kinds of Windows errors there because my controller was going nuts. And,
no.
I couldn't even properly game over to get out of there.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah, a little upset about that, but I mean, overall, for considering I haven't practiced besides those things, I think I did all right.
Yeah. So, are you gonna give it another go the next couple days?
Yeah, I'll be at it tomorrow. If I don't get it, I'll try for the weekend, but weekends are a little random for me, so I can't guarantee, but the intention's there.
Now, I don't know if you being a Buster only runner, I don't know if you tried the randomizer beforehand, but what do you think of the updates you've seen in this?
Oh, I've been in the randomizer forever, like ever since Air Stage was normal and randomized, like without the easier platforms. But some of the changes are kind of nice. I noticed that the screen's not flashing anymore, and I actually don't like that that's by default. But like, I'm glad that it's there though. You know. Overall, a lot of the changes seem to really speed things up. The faster health bars, like the faster boss health bars, the faster E-tanks, the faster energy grabs, like all that stuff. That is actually really, really handy quality of life. Not just because it speeds things up, but Mega Man 2's got this thing where your iframes can expire even while you're refilling health. So you've got situations where there could be a big health you need in order to proceed that falls in the spikes or falls into the lava in the beginning of heat stage or whatever. Normally you wouldn't go grab it because you run out of iframes and die, but now you could actually take a small hit, go in there, get that health, and keep moving, and you don't lose really anything but the time it took to go get it. So now that's huge. I love it.
Now, the one other thing I have to mention is, did it make the bubble zip easier or worse for you?
I don't think I don't think there was anything that had much of an effect on that. Oh, you know what? No, they got rid of the.
Yeah, they got rid of the lag of the water there. So I was curious.
When I was there, I knew I had messed up, and I was like calling aloud in the room here. You know, I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to get this. But then I did. So you know what? Yes, it made a difference. Because I would not have made it without that change. I'm certain of that.
All right. All right, so with that being said, our fourth runner, Matt Philly, had joined us while everyone was gabbing. How's it going, sir?
Good. How you guys doing? GG's, guys?
Thanks, GGC, man.
GG.
A bit of rough patch there, Matt Philly.
Oh, don't remind me.
Okay, well, a bit of a rough patch there.
Unfortunately, it seemed to be the...
He got educated. He got educated.
Just happened to get in the way of all of the runners. Kamasenin struggled at one point. You struggled at one point. Krebel Star struggled at one point, and it felt like Ren Hero just happened to be the runner that didn't make any fatal mistakes. So, with that said, you know, don't want to dwell on the failures, but let's look forward a little bit, Matt Philly. What do you think about the format and a potential second go of things?
I mean, to be honest, like, I really love the format, honestly. I think it's great. I ran this randomizer like 2 years ago just for fun. I was terrible at it, and it just kind of made me want to practice more, so I didn't do last year. And I kind of, you know, watched the upgrades and everything happen. Now we got 6.0, which is super good. And you know, even like just kind of like challenging myself overall. Like last night, just for fun, I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn a zip. And I learned heat zip. And so we get ready to go do the zip and heat. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to blow it because I was blowing it a grip. And I ended up doing it first try. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I felt like my run for the most part was pretty good. Up until, well, the death in Quickman killed me. I don't know. I was like, had my headphones on. I heard this loud crash, and I turned around during that whole part. My cat's like dropped something, so that death was kind of a bummer. But then we get into Wily 4, and that room, man, is just a nightmare. So it's so hard because like I can usually get through that room pretty decent, but when like I can't see myself, and it's just like a clutter of just randomness, I'm so screwed. And you know, it happens. It is what it is. And you know, sure enough, I ended up taking a whole game over, and that pretty much messed up my run. Other than that, I was like, I had gold splits up until Wily 4. I was like, wow, like I'm really doing good. Like I was really proud. And you know, it is what it is. Like I don't want to dwell on it. I was just so bummed out about that 4.
Well, in some cases, it's good to dwell on it because going into the Wily stages, you were in second place. So, you know, if you can fix, the one error that you really had, which was that Wily 4 mess up, that's putting you in a pretty good spot to advance into the bracket.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like my first race was a Charlie Boy, and surprisingly enough, I was like pretty close to him during the entire race until my emulator crashed, which was a total bummer. And then the last race I did on Saturday, I was just having such a bad day, like playing the game, and I just, everybody won, and I was like, all right, whatever, it's not a big deal. But I sat back down, I kind of told myself, look, dude, like you can get this, like this isn't new to you. And today really made me feel good. Like I felt really confident in my runs. These are some of the better runs I've done, recently. So like, I know I can do it. It's just getting just a little bit of knickknacks down, and I think I might be able to be a contender.
Well, practice makes perfect, and I think that is exactly what I would suggest for you, Matt Philly. Practice a couple zips. I mean, you have save states, so maybe that'll help you going forward with getting a couple of the zips down. When it comes to the competitive side of things, you have one or two minor errors or things that you're able to do that your opponent might not be able to do, like execution on a zip, for example. That might be the entire difference in a race.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I mean, I'm not, other than, like I said, I'm just beating myself over the Wily 4, which is like normal for anybody to do. But like overall, I'm very impressed with my performance. And I mean, like the guys I'm running with, these guys here, like especially Condescending, who I like really respect in the Buster only category because I've watched this stuff and I love it. So like to go against like people like him and to feel like, other than Wily 4, like I was keeping pace with these guys, to me is like a win in itself, So if I just erase the Wily 4 and I think about everything else, I had a really good race. So nothing to complain about. And I just gotta, pick myself up and get on the next race and try to qualify.
That is a good outlook to have on things. I certainly hope your efforts are rewarded with finding one of the slots into the final bracket. As a commentator, I of course have to call it right down the middle and not show bias, but that doesn't mean I can't root for someone, behind the scenes and go, all right, all right, Matt Philly, get it done. I mean, I've seen where you were. I saw Saturday's race last week, and a massive difference between last week to even right now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's all practice, and I've never even done hidden stages up until I think on Monday. I was like, all right, let's test this out. Let's see how this goes. And the hidden stages are fun. They're interesting and they're crazy. And I ended up last night, actually, I was watching like before I go to bed, I usually kind of just randomly watch YouTube, and I ended up watching like last year's randomizer race, and I saw that one of them was a hidden stage, and somebody had started doing where he was kind of just like doing this homework where he would reset and check the stages, and I was like, that's a really good idea. So I did that today, and granted it helped me because then I knew where Crash and Heat was, and those are like nightmare stages for the most part. They weren't really this seed, but like they could have been really bad. So that was something I got to learn, and try it out this time. And it's just new stuff I got to keep learning. And the more I learn, the more I'm going to get better at this game.
Well, that is definitely the right outlook on things. And I was actually going to ask you about that because it looked like you hit kind of all the bad stages. I mean, I have the stages kind of ranked in tiers, where Quick and Flash are obviously the ones that if I find it, I do it. Then you have Bubble Man. I would say kind of Woodman is in that tier as well, but probably more so Metal Man as fairly safe stages. Then you have Heat and Crash in the worst of the worst, which leaves, I believe, Airman and Woodman as the third tier of sorts of stages.
I mean, usually like for me, I mean, other than Airman can be kind of a tricky one, you know. Although I did start with that first, I don't know why, but it ended up not being bad. Crash and Heat are kind of like the ones where like I like to have an item 2 for safety's sake, because I've learned over some time that like I really forgot Yoku blocks because I learned that item 2 strat, and like if I never get an item 2 in a randomizer seat, I'm so scared because I usually mess it up. So it's kind of nice to like hope to get one and like know where that stage is. Crash, you know, has its moments too, because once you're going up the elevator stage area, if you have a really bad enemies, I mean, it's a nightmare. And the ones we have weren't that bad. It could have been way worse. But just having kind of like ammunition to make sure that you can take care of those things is like really great. And you know, shout out to people like Comment, like Buster Only. Like, I don't know how you do it sometimes, because like I try to do pretty Buster Only. It's funner that way, more of a challenge. But there's sometimes I'm like, no, I am not doing this, because I will pull my hair out.
I don't know how you navigate that menu. That thing's impossible.
Right.
Menu? What's a menu? Kami doesn't do that.
I don't know. I just push the B button and things come out and they do stuff to most of the things on the screen, so that's good enough. I don't know. I'm just simple.
I love it, man. Honestly.
What? Take your dose of vitamin C. Here's all the lemons.
Exactly.
Well, it looks like Made Walk Hard is soldiering through Wily 4. I'm not sure if we're in any kind of a time constraint at this point, so we'll kind of stick with it as long as we can here. But for Krebelstar, Matt Philly, and Kamasenin, good game. I'll see you next run, as it were. Hopefully the group of you can find your way into qualifying for the bracket stage. And Ren Hero, congratulations for making it to the bracket stage.
Yes.
If I'm not wrong, I think Madewalk Herd, this is like his first time ever really messing with Randomizer, because I see him pretty often asking a lot of questions. So he's not doing bad, just kind of watching it right now. You gotta give someone credit when they're learning something new like this. This randomizer isn't easy. Like, just speedrunning vanilla Mega Man is tough, so credit to anybody that just learns how to do this game, because it's a lot of fun.
I believe I've seen Madewalk Herd a couple times, but usually in the qualifier sections of tournaments. You know, but it's good to see runners just kind of giving it a shot. It's really the only way you can see where you are against anyone else, and it gives you the ability to run back the video and go, okay, this is what Ren Hero did, this is what Krebelstar did, this is what Matt Philly did, this is what Kamasenin did. It gives you a base to learn from and go, okay, this is what they did compared to what I did. They're faster, so maybe I can adjust things to, you know, account for a new strategy.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to Kobe Bryant this later on and just kind of analyze how all the runs went, and then you know, see what I can do better, other than the Wily 4, obviously.
Well, you were doing pretty good. I think at the point you were at the end of the Robot Master stages, I think Ren Hero finished around 18 minutes. You finished around 20. Kamasenin finished around 22. And Krebelstar, I think, 22:30, to give a rough guesstimation on the times for when Dr. Wily was showing up for the first time.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I had a good 8 Robot Masters. But like it always is, anytime you get into Wily, it can be kind of a nightmare. Especially, like I said, once you're invisible, it's so scary. Like, it is so tough. And it's something new to me because I've never had these issues up until when I started running 6.0, and so it's giving me like a new challenge to kind of overcome.
All
So you have to adjust a little.
Correct.
Then.
All right, so I gotta be Buzz Killington, but we are given the go hope sign.
All right, so unfortunately, it looks like we've got something else up on the schedule for us, and for everyone else, I want to say thank you for watching. Again, Ren Hero, good job on qualifying. Everyone else, hopefully I see you again in another qualifier.
Like
And
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Thank you for the reminder. I believe it's going to be the both of us again as the announce team for that. So,
You qualify early. You got nothing else to do but do commentary.
fair enough. Study all your opponents and take notes.
You know, I can't steal the other ones if I steal the second one. Anyway, so yeah, join us tomorrow, 3 p.m. It's pretty much going to be the same set today. 100% hidden stage names. Me and Freako will be here. We'll gab about our runners, and we'll see you then.
All right, to everyone at Speed Gaming, have a good night. And we will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m.